Guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Wimbledon. If we could get 400 likes in the video, that would be spectacular. Now, we have a buttload of stuff to talk about, but before we do that, enjoy some highlights of the games that we've played this month. It's been a very solid month. I think solid is the best way to describe it. Anyway, enjoy these, and I'll join you guys in a sec with big news. And there we go, a 0-0 draw at home to Burnley. I mean, really, guys? Really? Armour. Space for Fabio. Can he flip it around the side for Kirk? Kirk is in. Kirk on the rebound. And finally, after 11 minutes and a load of good chances, we actually do take one of them for once. Adam Kirk with the goal, but we are missing Duarte. Cresswell steps up and scores. And frankly, with the amount of chances and shots in that first half, we should have about 5 by now, but 2 will do for now. Fabio. Go on, a third goal would be nice. Cleverly pull it across for someone, maybe. He does. Kirk is in there, and it is 3-0. And to be honest with you, we've deserved a lot more than 3, but 3 will do nicely, and Adam Kirk's got 2. To be honest, guys, that's probably the best performance I've ever seen from us. 3-0 win. That makes up for the Burnley game, sort of. Over the top. Oh, Borges brought it down. That's a goal. Yep. Disappointing, really. We've actually been really good so far. Kirk's missed a really good opportunity that just seemed to, the ball just seemed to ping away out of nowhere. Very strange. 1-0 Stoke. Cresswell's free kick. Oh, Kirk's across, and Kirk has equalised for us. Great stuff from Adam Kirk. He missed a chance earlier, but he's back on the score sheet again now. Finally finding some goals. 1-0, 1-1. Mitch with the big clearing header. Oh, comes to Fabio. He's got space. Over the back for Kano. Can he pull it back across for someone he needs to? Pulls it back for Kirk. It's 2-1 to Wimbledon. Adam Kirk with another brace. He's starting to really find a bit of form now. Brilliant stuff. Ramselaar to step up and take this penalty. And this time it is in. We've missed one penalty. We've scored this time. Ramselaar makes it 3-1 to Wimbledon, but Kirk's had to go off injured. Bad times. Well, there we go, guys. Another thoroughly deserved win. We are creating a lot of chances lately. It's great. A 0-0 draw at home to Liverpool. I mean, the 0-0 part isn't so bad because we're being strong defensively, but I would have thought we could have won that one. Right, guys, we are back. And today's question of the day is this. What is the largest transfer fee you have ever seen on FM? Now, this one doesn't actually come from me because someone actually showed me this on Twitter that apparently they were offered to buy a player for £325 million or something. I think it was that price. Now, I don't know if you actually bought him or whether that was just something ridiculous, but that shows you just how far those prices can go. I think the most I've actually seen, I think I saw an 80 million one last year. I've not seen any big ones this year. I don't really pay that much attention to what the other teams are doing, but still, it's interesting. But what's the highest that you guys have seen? Do let me know in the comments, and if you have any ideas for a question of the day, drop those in the comments as well with the hashtag QOTD. Right, so as you can see, we are 6th in the league. We're motoring along, but this month we've played 4 games, and I think they've all been in the league. We've only conceded 1 goal in that time, and that was against Stoke. 2 0-0s, a 3-0, and the 3-1. Yes, I feel like we probably should have beaten Burnley, but we just didn't. It's just one of those things. And against Liverpool, we probably should have won again. But again, we're being strong at the back, and it's nice to see that Langura is keeping lots of goals out, and that's good for me because I want him to develop, and I want him to be our first choice very soon. Now comes the difficult part. Firstly, the board have decided to extend the stadium again, so it's going to be 19,000 by the end of next season, which is good. We also have a slight problem, and that is that Duarte has left. I saw that Dortmund were interested again, and on the 28th, I think it was, no, it must have been on the 1st of January they put the bid in, it said that they'd matched his release clause of 41.5 million. Then I got a news article from Duarte, or you know what I mean, saying that he would rather stay at the club and he wants to see out the rest of his contract, and I thought, great. Thing is, I'd already been looking for replacements just in case by this point, because this was like 2 or 3 days later. So, we're just going to show you the stats of the players in the meantime. So I decided to go out and find someone. I have actually signed a couple of players, and I'd actually picked one up who played in the first game, I think, before Duarte left, although he actually left on that day. But Duarte has now gone and joined Dortmund anyway, which was weird. But I'm guessing £150,000 a week probably talked a little bit louder than any club loyalty, which is annoying because we've lost our captain and probably our best player. However, I've had to go out there and I've had to bring in some new players, basically. I've brought in 3. I originally wanted to go out and find a high-quality, high-potential right-back, but I just couldn't see any. There just weren't any in my scout reports, and it was a shame, but I'm going to keep looking because that's an area I think that we do need to have backup for, basically. But yeah, so Fabio top scorer at the moment. Assist-wise, it is Aaron Cresswell now, interestingly, up there. Man of the match is Fabio. Pass completion is Kim Dong-hwan, although he did have one really, really good game for us when Manquillo was out injured. Last 5 matches, though, Fabio has been the king, but Kirky's done well as well, as you would have seen. So let's go to the team selection. We're playing against Southampton today. Right, now, I've played this tactic in every game this month, and it has been solid as a rock, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe we could just start using this as from the start. Now, players that have come in. So firstly, the player I brought in originally, when I was looking at maybe replacing him, is this lad. This is Imran Baltam. Now, I've had an eye on him for since he was 15, basically. I think actually he came through a scout report a couple of years ago, and I was like, okay, he looks like he's got a lot of potential. But unfortunately, Bordeaux would not let us have him, and he wouldn't join join us. And I actually tried to sign him at the start of this season too, but again, he wasn't having any of it. Now, I think because of our inflated league position, he was able to, I don't know, whatever. The point is that we brought him in as a backup. He's going to cost us overall, I think we've only paid 10 million up top. I think that's the price. No, 12.75 I think in total up top, with another 10 million to come. But I think for the future he could be superb. And now the reason I like him a lot is because he can play in all of these positions, which is great. Actually plays as a Raumdeuter. Now I've actually set it up so when we play him in that position, he will automatically play as a Raumdeuter, because I actually think that could be an interesting thing to try out when he does play. But he's got a lot of other options, and I just think with that level of potential, he's got 20 determination. I love a 20 stat, particularly at the age of 17. So I thought I'd bring him in anyway. He may not play that much this year, but I feel like for squad player, he is brilliant for that. And I think he's a very well-rounded player. Like, not a single... he's only got a couple of stats that are actually under 10. One of which is crossing, which is why, again, I feel like Raumdeuter might be a better role for him when he plays out there, because there's no point in him trying to put balls in, because he just won't be good enough. But he's got great tackling. 13. Really impressed with that. Anyway, next up is one that I was already looking at, and I was just basically thinking of signing anyway. Not really relevant for now. This is Kenneth van der Heuvel, or Heuvel. I can't possibly try to pronounce it, but again, he's an attacking mid, advanced playmaker type of player, again with the 5-star potential. We've paid, I think what was it? I think we've only paid like 6 million for him from AZ Alkmaar, which is, for me, was a decent signing. And just to bring in some extra bodies, basically. So we've got young support that can keep improving. That's the plan. Now, after Duarte had officially left, I decided to myself, right, we need to go and get ourselves a quality midfielder. And I basically had a few on a list, but I was like, well, why do we need to bring these guys in? Because of course we've got Duarte. So I went out. This is Carlos. He's coming from Santos for not actually that much. I think he only paid about 12 million, and that's in one lump sum, no extras or anything. 12 million. Okay, yes, he's at his potential already, but for me, he's a solid player and he'll do a good job in that role. I feel like he will be decent for us in there. He's got decent mentals, decent stats in the right areas, decent long shots as well, which is always lovely. So I think he'll be good for us, and he's going to be the sort of main man in that role for 12 million, considering we sold Duarte for what was it, like 41 million? I feel like he's a reasonable replacement. Maybe not quite as good, but the fact is, you know, he's also cost us like 28 million pounds less. So we've still got money in the bank, but I just haven't been able to spend it at the moment. That's the problem. So we're going to go back here and actually submit the team. So we're going to go with Fabio, Carlos, Everton. We're playing away against Southampton. I would have put maybe Baltam in today, but we're away from home, and I don't want to play a Raumdeuter away from home. Ramselaar, Carlos, Everton, Manquillo, Anderson, Gomez, Cresswell, Langura. I really am impressed with Mihailo Langura. His stats are going up quite nicely at the moment, and I think that's because of the game time. It's 2-star potential, 2-star ability at the moment is getting there nicely. I think there's a lot more to come from him, but I've been impressed with his performances so far. He's averaging above a 7, and for a goalie in this game is pretty damn good. So we're going to get going. Let's just jump straight in. Apologies if this has taken a little longer than you might have expected. I just wanted to show you those guys before anything else, basically, because we've actually got Colin Murphy back again now, which is useful. But Kirk is also back fit. Kirk picked up a slight knock, but he's played well. For a brief spell before Carlos actually joined us, we were playing Fabio as the advanced playmaker and had Kirk up top, and he did a stellar job. Now, something I've noticed is that against 4-4-2s, I'd be tempted to do 4-4-2, but apparently, and from what I can tell, this system is very strong because we've got men in between the lines. And I think that makes a hell of a difference to us. I really, really do. So we're going to go with control again. Why the hell not? I genuinely think that having those players in between the lines, Farmer and Carlos today, are going to be absolutely important as all hell. Now, Farmer wants a new contract, but I don't want to give him one at the moment because, well, I do. I want to give... Oh, please, no. Oh, well done. The reason I don't want to give him a contract right now is because it will not let me give him one without offering him a release clause of like 20 million, and that's bullshit. Because he's a great player, and I don't want to lose him for 20 million. I feel like... I don't know, it won't let me. It's not even ready, it's greyed out. It's as if I'm not allowed to physically offer him a contract without giving him a release clause. It's really frustrating. So I'm going to have to keep trying that one, because I do want to get him on a new contract, because he has developed delightfully. I think he's 3.5 stars now. And Masek, despite not playing all that much, has developed quite nicely as well. This game has been pretty appalling so far. Nobody's really done anything. Oh, come on now. Everton. Willems. Ball across. Anderson clears it. Carlos can't get there. Oh, come on. Oh, god damn. Well, I mean, we've not offered anything ourselves. Horvath Nielsen's made it 1-0 to Southampton, and that's a shame, because, I mean, nothing the goalkeeper could have done, but there was many opportunities there for us to clear the ball, and we just didn't do it, which is a shame. This game has been so bad so far. We've had one half chance, but that's about it, and we've not seen it. We're getting a lot of the ball, pass completion is good. We've actually got the highest head-win ratio in the entire league, as well as the highest pass completion in the league. So a lot of our stats are looking very good for us. Nothing the keeper could do about that one. Great strike from Nielsen, but that's poor from us. We need to look at these pro zones and see if there's anything. Okay, we're still looking solid. We're still looking all right. Unfortunately, you can't really tell much at this stage. I want to leave it a little bit longer. I think we're playing okay, and I feel like if we just leave it a little bit more, we might be able to grab ourselves an equaliser anyway. We will close... Damn it. There we go. Here we go. Manquillo. Back to him. I want to see Carlos get a goal for us quite soon. Gomez, I'll just pull it back for someone. Carlos is in there. Save. Big opportunity for Wimbledon. That really should have been 1-1. I don't know, maybe Carlos hasn't settled in properly just yet, but Cresswell, ooh, is going near post. Comes back out to Carlos. Will he try and dribble past people? He's got a great long shot, which is why it's great to have him in that position, because that basically is long shot territory. Lovely stuff. Look at these two. Linking up lovely. Cresswell, pull it back for someone. He's got Everton. Can he turn and shoot? He can, and it's saved again. And I tell you what, guys, we probably should be not in front, but we should at least be level, really. But it certainly bodes well for the rest of this match. I feel like we're unlucky to be behind at this point, but we're looking good. We're looking good. I'm glad I didn't make any overriding changes, because actually Southampton are standing quite a long way off of us. And that means we could probably get in behind them quite nicely. Farmer into an advanced position. Carno, can he flip it through for someone? He's gone alone here. Great save again. Cresswell coming in. Back across it comes, and I'm a little bit shocked that we haven't scored yet. These are good chances. They're good opportunities, and they're falling to the wrong people, really. That's the issue. They've fallen to the wrong people. They've fallen to Carlos and Carno rather than someone like Fabio, and that's who I really want in that position. Southampton have only had one shot on target, and they've scored it. Goddamn. I feel like we're playing really well so far, and I feel like it's just a matter of time before we get the equaliser. Carno sips it. No, okay. Carlos dropping a little bit deeper to Ramselaar. He's got that support out wide from Manquillo. Can he slip it through? Goes back for Carlos. Through for Fabio. Can he turn and shoot? He does, and it's saved again. That was a tough angle. I have to say, it was a very tough angle. If he'd have put that in, I'd have been impressed. Then again, he has done many times for us in the past. I'm really, really shocked that we're actually a goal down here. But what I would say is this tactic clearly does... they're really starting to find their feet with this tactic now. Look at this. Okay, that's interesting. Manquillo is probably getting caught up the pitch a little bit much. I'm just wondering if I just move Farmer, just flip those two over, give Farmer a bit more support out on that wing, that way there's an extra body just slightly more over to that side of the pitch. I feel like this tactic, though, seems to create these really, really high intensity games where we're getting lots of shots, lots of chances, lots of possession, lots of pass completion, which is what I love. And it feels like we finally sort of found that system. Carno, I'm thinking, might not be long for this game, though, because he's just not really looking... I wish I'd put Baltam on the bench, actually, because I would have brought him on around about now, because we could probably do with something a little bit like that, because Southampton don't appear to be offering anything. That being said, we'll probably lose 2-0 now I've said that. Everton, we've got Cleverly, and he's got decent cross completion. We've actually got the second best cross completion in the league as well, 19% on average. Man United's is 20, which is the only one that's better. My next sub might be about 65 minutes. I might be tempted to get Fabio off and get Adam Kirk on, because he's been in good form as of late. And we're still looking decent. We are still looking decent. Maybe we just need some fresh legs around this team. Okay, Kirk on for Fabio, because he's not looking great for fitness either. Or maybe I should have... No, Fabio's... Actually, that's a tempting idea, actually. We're going to swap Carlos and Fabio over and get Kirk on for Carlos. And then... I'm actually going to get Kim Dong-Hwan on for Javi Manquillo. Kim Dong-Hwan played an absolute blinder the one time he's played for us this year in his place. And Manquillo's on a booking. So I'm going to give Kim Dong-Hwan a little bit of a run out here. I wish I'd put Baltam on the bench, really, because I could have done with a Raumdeuter right about now. Right, okay, let's just take one last little look at this. Goodness me. It feels like there's a lot of good stuff coming in from the flanks, and maybe that's an area we should try to be a little bit more... Because if you look at our heat map, we're kind of dominating this area of the pitch, and I want to spread the play a little bit more. So maybe just exploiting the flanks and looking for the overlap in these final few minutes, since we're a goal down anyway, could do us some favours and just maybe get us an equaliser. A 1-1 draw, I would take that, because I feel like we deserve a 1-1 draw. We've played well enough, the chances just haven't... Well, the chances have been there too. Unfortunately, they've just fallen to the wrong players. I would be gutted if we actually lost this match, because we've done everything... Oh, hello. Oh, this is them. Shit. Shit. I don't believe it. Oh, what? Okay, how can that be a professional foul when it's a corner? There's bodies everywhere. I've never seen... Is that seriously for a professional foul? They said tripped him. I've never seen a player get sent off for that before. God, when it isn't... Alright, I feel like we're about to enter another one of those downward spirals, because remember, we won the last live com and suddenly we were great again, and now we're going to end up losing this one and all kinds of other crap. We can't even make any substitutions. Farmer's going to have to sit in there. No, that's the last thing we need. Who's good in the air? Oh, God. Okay, just put Farmer in there for now and just have a little... Ooh, just quickly see who can even play in that spot. Anyone that's actually playing. Fuck it, Ramselaar will go in there. We'll put Farmer in as the playmaker for a bit. That's quite annoying. The red card seems like an absolute joke to me, but that's just my opinion on it. I don't know how we've managed to get a red card there. It didn't say it was violent, and Horvath Nielsen has made it 2-0. I can sort of see why we'd be annoyed about that, because we've done so much right in this game, except for taking the chances, obviously. But I still feel like I can't believe we've lost this one. And by 2-0, would you believe? This is a bit like that Palace game we had earlier in the year, except we were even more dominant today than we were in that game. I'm going to stay on control, because there's no point in throwing it to attacking or overload now. We'll just concede more goals. Goalkeeper I can't fault the keeper today. We've been good in pretty much every aspect of this pitch, except the bit where we put it in the net. There we go, 2-0 Southampton. I feel like I can say we're unlucky. Yeah, I mean, the chances that we created were good chances, but unfortunately the players that they fell to weren't. And I still feel like we can count ourselves a little bit unlucky in that one. We've played well, and we're still playing well, and that's the key thing for me. If we were playing appallingly and lost this game, I'd be a lot more worried, but I think we'll be just fine. I think that top 9 this year should be doable. But we're still going to have to keep playing well. Also, guys, I checked. After 19 matches, there had been 2 free kicks scored in the entire league after half a season. 2. And it probably is still 2, 4 matches later, to be honest, because let's face it, when is it ever not? So, next... Oh, by the way, we got drawn against Manchester City in the Cup, so our reward for knocking out Man United away was... it was a home, wasn't it? Was a draw against Manchester City. Not only that, but when the draw came through, it was Manchester City or Chelsea, because the game just fucking hates us. Anyway, oh my god, look at some of these fixtures. Okay, since that's actually February, I'm actually going to do that one, just so, because this month has taken me so long to do, and we're going to have a bit more of a relaxed one in the next one with City, Leicester, Spurs, and we'll finish off with a live com against West Brom. Hopefully we can get some form back. If we don't beat West Brom at home, we are buggered. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, please do drop a like on the video. That would be superb. And if you'd like it even more than that, please do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in your inbox every single day at 7 o'clock. And I will join you guys in the next episode for a home game against West Brom. I want to see us win against Leicester. Spurs away is a write-off, but as long as we can beat Leicester, I'll be happy, basically, guys. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.